Ladies and gentlemen, let me invite you on a journey, not just through words, but through imagination. Picture with me a place where elegance meets simplicity, where innovation embraces nature, and where peace flows like a quiet river beside you. This is not just a house, it is a retreat, a sanctuary, a tiny cabin by the tranquil waterfront, whispering to your soul. You see, in this fast-paced world, we have been taught to chase after more space, more things, more noise. This is where we make our touchstones. These are the things that we have helped build. This is where we've helped build the life. But sometimes, greatness doesn't come from having more. It comes from having enough. Enough space to breathe, enough beauty to inspire, enough peace to be still. This tiny house cabin, nestled by the gentle flow of the water, stands as a testament to that truth. True elegance is not found in excess, but in intentional simplicity that creates space for peace, purpose, and reflection. This principle is often overlooked in a world where success is measured by accumulation. We live in an age where bigger is seen as better, where luxury is equated with abundance, and where the noise of ambition often drowns out the still, small voice of contentment. Yet if we take a step back, we might find that true beauty, true fulfillment, and true elegance come not from having more, but from having what is meaningful, what is purposeful, and what allows us to breathe. The pursuit of excess has become a defining trait of modern life. People chase after larger homes, faster cars, and endless possessions, hoping to fill a void that seems to grow with every acquisition. But the more we accumulate, the less space we have, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. We clutter our lives with things, and in doing so, we lose sight of what truly matters. Elegance, however, is not found in the clutter. It is found in the clear, open spaces where simplicity reigns and where purpose takes precedence over extravagance. Intentional simplicity is not about deprivation. It is not about stripping life down to the bare minimum or denying ourselves comfort and beauty. Rather, it is about curating our lives with care, choosing only what adds value and letting go of what does not. It is about designing a space, a home, a schedule, a mindset that reflects who we are at our core and supports the life we are meant to live. This kind of simplicity creates room for peace, because when we are not weighed down by excess, we can breathe more freely, think more clearly, and rest more deeply. When we talk about elegance, we often think of aesthetics. We think of beautifully designed spaces, refined clothing, and graceful manners. But true elegance goes beyond appearances. It is a quality that comes from within and radiates outward. It is the quiet confidence that comes from knowing who you are and what you stand for. It is the grace with which you move through the world, treating others with kindness, carrying yourself with dignity, and approaching life with a sense of wonder and gratitude. And it is the ability to find beauty in simplicity, to appreciate the gentle curve of a handcrafted chair, the soft glow of natural light streaming through a window, or the soothing rhythm of waves lapping against the shore. In a world that constantly tells us to do more, be more, and have more, choosing simplicity is a radical act. It is a statement of values, a declaration that we will not be defined by our possessions or our busyness. It is a choice to prioritize what truly matters: relationships, experiences, creativity, and spiritual growth, over the relentless pursuit of status and material wealth. And it is a recognition that true abundance comes not from accumulation, but from appreciation. When we simplify our lives, we create space for reflection. We create space to pause, to think, and to listen. In the stillness, we can hear the wisdom that often gets lost in the noise of daily life. We can reconnect with our dreams, our values, and our purpose. We can ask ourselves the deeper questions. What do I really want? What brings me joy? What legacy do I want to leave behind? These are the questions that guide us toward a life of meaning, and they are questions that can only be answered when we give ourselves the time and space to reflect. Purpose is the anchor that gives our lives direction. Without it, we drift, pulled in 1,000 different directions by the demands and distractions of the world around us. But when we live with purpose, we move with intention. We make choices that align with our values, and we invest our time, energy, and resources in the things that matter most. Purpose gives us clarity, and with clarity comes peace. We no longer feel the need to chase after every opportunity or say yes to every request. We can let go of what doesn't serve us and focus on what does. Living with purpose also allows us to embrace the present moment. So often we are so busy striving for the next achievement, the next promotion, or the next purchase that we forget to enjoy where we are right now. But when we simplify our lives and align our actions with our purpose, we can savor the small moments: the quiet cup of tea in the morning, the laughter of loved ones, the beauty of a sunset. These moments may seem insignificant, but they are the moments that make life rich and meaningful. Reflection is an essential part of this process. It is through reflection that we gain insight, learn from our experiences, and grow as individuals. Reflection allows us to see where we are and where we want to go. It helps us to identify the changes we need to make, the habits we need to break, and the steps we need to take to create a life that is aligned with our true selves. And it gives us the opportunity to celebrate our progress, to acknowledge our achievements, and to express gratitude for the blessings in our lives. In the end, true elegance is not about impressing others. It is not about keeping up with the latest trends or accumulating wealth for its own sake. It is about living authentically, with grace, with purpose, and with a deep appreciation for the beauty of simplicity. It is about creating a life that feels as good on the inside as it looks on the outside, and about finding joy, peace, and fulfillment in the things that truly matter. Like the tranquil water beside the cabin, life flows best when designed with balance, adaptability, and meaning. Water has long been a symbol of life itself, a metaphor for how we move through the world, how we handle challenges, and how we align with our purpose. Watching a body of water, whether it's a gentle stream, a vast ocean, or a calm lake, can teach us valuable lessons about the flow of life. It reminds us that, just like water, life is constantly moving, constantly changing, and constantly seeking balance. Balance is essential. When we look at water, we see how effortlessly it adapts to its environment. It flows around obstacles, finds new pathways when it encounters resistance, and settles peacefully when it reaches a place of stillness. This is the kind of balance we need in our own lives. Too often we become rigid, clinging to routines, expectations, and identities that no longer serve us. We resist change, and in doing so we create stress, frustration, and exhaustion. But when we learn to flow like water, we can navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease and grace. Living with balance means recognizing that there is a time for everything. Just as water knows when to rush forward and when to slow down, we too must learn when to act and when to rest. There are seasons of growth where we push ourselves, take risks, and pursue new opportunities. And there are seasons of stillness where we pause, reflect, and recharge. Both are necessary. Without action, we stagnate. Without rest, we burn out. True balance comes from knowing when to lean into each season and trusting that both are part of the greater flow of life. Adaptability is another key lesson we can learn from water. Life is unpredictable, and no matter how carefully we plan, unexpected challenges will arise. If we cling too tightly to a specific plan or outcome, we set ourselves up for disappointment. But if we remain flexible and open to change, we can adapt to whatever comes our way. Water doesn't resist change, it embraces it. When it encounters a rock, it flows around it. When it's poured into a new container, it takes on the shape of that container. This adaptability allows water to keep moving, to keep flowing, even when the path isn't what it expected. In our own lives, adaptability means letting go of rigid expectations and being willing to adjust our course when necessary. It means embracing uncertainty and seeing challenges as opportunities for growth. When we approach life with this mindset, we become more resilient. We stop fighting against the current and start flowing with it, trusting that even detours and setbacks can lead us to where we're meant to be. This doesn't mean giving up on our goals or dreams. It means being flexible in how we pursue them and being open to the possibility that life may have something even better in store for us. Meaning is the anchor that keeps us grounded as we navigate the flow of life. Without meaning, we can easily get swept away by the demands and distractions of the world around us. We can become so focused on chasing success, status, and material wealth that we lose sight of what truly matters. But when we live with a sense of purpose, we are guided by something deeper. We have a clear sense of who we are, what we value, and what we want to contribute to the world. This sense of meaning gives our lives direction, even when the path is uncertain. Finding meaning requires us to look inward. It requires us to reflect on our values, our passions, and our unique gifts. What brings us joy? What gives us a sense of fulfillment? What impact do we want to have on the people around us? These are the questions that guide us toward our purpose. And when we live in alignment with that purpose, we experience a deep sense of satisfaction and peace. We no longer feel the need to constantly prove ourselves or seek validation from others because we know that we are living a life that is true to who we are. Meaning also gives us the strength to persevere through difficult times. When we face challenges, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, discouraged, and lost. But when we are connected to our purpose, we have a source of inner strength that helps us keep going. We know that the obstacles we encounter are part of the journey and that they can help us grow and become stronger. We also know that our struggles are not in vain, that they are contributing to something greater than ourselves. When we combine balance, adaptability, and meaning, we create a life that flows with grace and intention. We stop rushing, resisting, and clinging, and instead we learn to move with the natural rhythms of life. We become like the tranquil water beside the cabin, calm, steady, and resilient. We find beauty in the present moment, and we trust that, just like the water, we are exactly where we're meant to be. We stop trying to control every aspect of our lives and start embracing the flow, knowing that life, like water, will take us where we need to go. We let go of fear, we let go of perfectionism, and we let go of the need to have all the answers. Instead, we flow, we trust, we grow.